Tonight was a really difficult night for obvious reasons if you're a Bernie Sanders supporter. So Hillary Clinton won New York handily. So she won by about 16 points, 57.7 to Bernie's 42.3. We knew that New York would be an uphill battle. I mean, when 126,000 registered Democrats are purged from the system in Brooklyn, when we have a closed primary that restricted you from switching parties back in October, we knew this was going to be a really tough battle. So is it the case that after tonight, after Hillary Clinton winning by such a wide margin, that this has diminished Bernie Sanders' chances of winning? Look, I have to tell you the truth. It'd be irresponsible if I lied to you. We have to be factual. We have to be objective. And yes, it is the case that it will be very difficult for Bernie Sanders to secure the nomination at this point. The odds are in Hillary Clinton's favor. But what does this mean for Bernie Sanders supporters? Do we give up? Is this a knockout punch where we just lay down and die? Do we acquiesce to the corporatist conservative Democratic Party? No way. Hillary Clinton was hoping that Bernie Sanders would lay down and die, that his supporters would give up after tonight if she won. And that's what many of us are going to do. That's what some people are going to do. That's what they want us to do. But I'm not going to do that, because if we acquiesce, if we concede, if we admit that we're going to quit and we're not going to fight any longer, then we concede and allow the people who say that healthcare isn't a right to win. We let the people who say that money should remain in politics win. If we give up, we give the Democratic Party permission to continue to put forth these hawkish candidates who are almost as bad as Republicans when it comes to invading other countries. That's not acceptable. Bernie Sanders will remain in this race until the convention, and we're not going anywhere, even if it's the case that Hillary Clinton officially becomes the Democratic nominee and Bernie Sanders is out. Do you think that I'm all of a sudden going to be quiet? You think that I'm just going to unequivocally lend my support to Hillary Clinton, who doesn't think money should be out of politics, who has benefited more from Citizens United than almost any other candidate in this race, including Republicans? You think I'm just going to be quiet and vote for her? Man, I've got really, really bad news for you. Now, I already know I'm going to be blamed because, look, Bernie Sanders and his supporters, they're preventing us from uniting the party. No, you want to know who's not uniting the party? Hillary Clinton, who just a couple weeks ago said that young people don't do their research. You want to know who's tearing the party apart? Bill Clinton, who suggested that Bernie Sanders supporters want violence against Wall Street bankers. Those are the people who are tearing the party apart. And it's actually incumbent upon them to unite the party, not us. So I refuse to lay down and give up. That's not going to happen. So here's the thing. If you're a Bernie Sanders supporter, I understand that you're demoralized. I understand that many of you will give up after today. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue to support Bernie Sanders. I will donate to his campaign. I will do what I can to spread the word about Bernie Sanders and help him win. Because we're progressives. We don't quit no matter what. Even if the prognosis is bad and it looks as though his prospects have diminished, I'm not going to give the establishment what they want and just give up. I'm sorry. There's going to be calls from Hillary Clinton's campaign and many in the media that Bernie Sanders should exit the race. And many people will probably be persuaded by that argument on Bernie Sanders' side, but don't do that. Don't give them what they want. You keep fighting. Even if it's the case that we have a Republican president come November, we continue to fight and push for progressive ideas. We don't give up because of the outcome of an election. The issues are bigger than this election. The issues are bigger than Bernie Sanders, so I will never stop fighting for progressive issues. And currently, the way that we can facilitate the fight for progressive issues is through Bernie Sanders. But if it's the case that Bernie Sanders loses, I don't just give up on those issues. I continue to fight for those issues. And because we're Bernie Sanders supporters, because we've overcome so much in this election, I don't think many of you will give up. I think we're going to try to persevere through this, and we're still going to try to win. So if you're Hillary Clinton, if you're Debbie Wasserman Schultz, if you're a Hillary Clinton supporter, and you're expecting us to be quiet and just support your corporatist, corrupt candidate after tonight, sorry, not going to happen. We still continue to fight for Bernie Sanders no matter what. We fight to the end. We're not going anywhere, so get used to us.